Hey everyone, welcome to Tabletop Giant. We're going to open another box of Outlaws of Thunder Junction, a pre-release kit for you. These are always fun to do. You guys love watching them. So let's see how we do on this pre-release. The last kit we were very strong in green. Wasn't sure if we are going to go green-red or green-white. But so here's the pre-release kit. Just like in the last video, you guys can see what's in here. The one thing I didn't show you on the last video, if you've never done a pre-release, you do get a little kit here, and it just kind of gives you pointers on how to make your pre-release kit. You know, 15 to 18 creatures, 5 to 8 other spells, and how many lands to put in. It talks about mana curve. You get a little poster, so it looks like it's Tiny Bones this time around. So you get a little Tiny Bones poster. Good color combination, a purple. So in a pre-release kit, you do get your countdown dice with the set symbol on it. Okay, let's see what we're building our deck around this time. We got a nice, great train heist. So these cards have the spree ability. So it's red plus, and you can do all these pluses. So we're see if we can force this into our deck or make a deck around red. So if you pay the spree +3, untap all creatures you control. If it's your combat phase, you get an additional combat. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain first strike on a tune for another 2 colorless. And the last one is 1 more red. Choose target opponent. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to that opponent, you get a tapped treasure. Wow. That's got to be worth a little bit. Alright, we're leaning towards red, gang. Oh, and you also get your little divider. And they got the Planeswalker symbol as a cactus in this one. So that's fun. There you go. We'll put that over there just in view of the camera. Probably get covered up with some product. Okay, so that's our pre-release kit. And like always, you get 3. And we've moved away from the set and draft boosters, and we're opening play boosters now. So here we go. Let's get to it. So the last one I went a little slower. We might go a little faster this time out. And we're liking red. There's another spree card in red. Explosive derailment, 4 damage to target creature, and you can destroy an artifact. So, pretty strong. Okay, we've seen these guys before. Djinn of Fool's Fall. There's a Djinn in the set. Patient Naturalist enters the battlefield, mill 3. Put a land card from among those milled cards in your hand. If you can't, you get treasure. That's pretty good. Either way, you're getting a land out. Frontier Seeker in white. It's a slick shot lockpicker. That's a mouthful. Caught in the crossfire, another red. Alright, let's start putting our red up. Hey, look who it is. It's Lost on the Range. He's lost again. Keeps appearing in all different magic settings. You just can't get it right. So for 3, he's a 1/1 ward 2. You can look at the top card of your library at any time. The top card of your library has plot. The plot cost is equal to its mana cost. You may not plot non-land cards from the top of your library. There you go. So he introduces plots. Ooh, we've got Crime and Punishment, very fitting for this set. So we're black, green, and black-white. Put target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard into the battlefield. Or destroy each artifact, creature, enchant with mana value X. That's pretty strong. We'll put that over here. Probably not going to go on our red deck. Caught in the crossfire again in foil. Alright, so this deck's screaming red to us. Whoa, there's a cool looking construct. That'll be good in my artifact deck. That's one of the better looking constructs I've seen. Very nice. Okay guys, red. What's our 2 color? Maybe we can go mono red. There's a Quilled Charger. Bristleback Sentry, a Plant Wolf. A Black Snag Buzzard. There's buzzards in the Old West. If a creature died, he gets bigger this turn. There's the Vault Buster. A Wingsmith. We've got a Dwarf Artificer. If you haven't cast a spell from your hand, he doesn't have flying counter. Put a flying counter on it. Interesting. There's the Holy Cow. Ox Angel. When it enters, you gain 2 life, scry 1. There's Baron Bertram Greywater. Whenever he's a vampire noble, whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield, you get a 1/1 black vampire rogue creature token with lifelink only once each turn. Man, he's going to be gross in vampire decks. Whenever another creature artifact, sack another creature artifact, draw. He's pretty strong. Ferocification. Choose one at the beginning of your combat. Target creature control gets +2/+0, or target creature controls menace. All right, there's our red deck getting stronger. Miriam, we saw in our last pre-release deck. That looks nice. Whenever a mount or vehicle attacks, it gets a 1/1 counter. Marchesa, dealer of death. Marchesa. Whenever you commit a crime, you may pay 1 colorless. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand, the other in your graveyard. Nice. I mean, she has red. We're probably not going to put it in our deck, but we'll put her here in the hot row. I'll move this over, so this is a kind of our pre-release. Hey, there's loot, the key to everything. So this is the child from some other multiverse that Jace and Vraska have adopted. So he's a 1/2 ward 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top X cards of your library. Will X the number of card types among other non-land permanents you control. You may play these cards this turn. There you go. Murder, just a straight up murder. 2 black and 1. We've seen murder. It gets reprinted a lot, but there's a nicer Old West presentation of it. Quick draw. Target creature control gets +1/+1 and first strike within a turn. Creatures target opponent controls have lose first strike and double strike. Wow. Okay, that's going to go in our pre-release deck. There's our full art forest. That's cool looking, kind of like a cactus, giant cactus field. Or maybe you could be tiny and that's how big the cactuses look. And you see the silhouette of the forest there. And we've got a copy token, pretty trippy one. That'd look good in foil. All right, see what we're putting with our red. If we get another, see if we get a nice big other hit. There's an is that Armadillo Cloak reprinted? Savage Smash. That's definitely an Armadillo fly in there, though. Cool. Savage Smash art card. Trained Arinx, Reckless Lackey, Ankle Biter. I guess that red would go in our deck. Raven, Spring Splasher, a frog beast. Whenever he attacks, creature defending player controls gets -3 power. Rodeo Pyromancers. Whenever you cast your first spell, you get 2 red. Okay, so that goes in there. Intimidation Campaign enters the battlefield. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life and draw. Whenever you commit a crime, you may turn it to your owner's hand. Rattleback Apothecary. 3/2 Death Touch for 3. Whenever you commit a crime, target creature you control gains your choice of menace or lifelink. Sandstorm Verge we saw. There's a Colossal Rattleworm. A 6/5 for 4 is pretty good. Has flash as long as you control a desert. And you can exile him from your graveyard, search for a desert card, put it on the battlefield. Nice. It's a rare for us in red, though. In green. There's another red for our red pre-release deck we're going to make. If this was pre-release, Magda, the Horde Master, whenever you commit a crime, create tap treasure token. This ability only triggers once per turn. Targeting opponents, anything they control, and or cards in their hand is a crime. So when it says commit a crime in this set, that's what they're doing. And we've got a Tyrant's Scorn. It's a black-blue. Destroy target creature, mana value 3 or less, and return target creature to its owner's hand. So another jailbreak card, a Sterling Supplier, common foil, and a Forlorn Flats foil. I got two common foils there. All right, we got another art card. Oh, we missed our top card. Oh, we've got a signature art card. You can read that one. Cool. So that is Iriet, the Beguiler. Gold stamped art. Failed fording. Outlaw Medic. The Wolverine. Peerless Rope Master. Conduit Pylons. Oh, cool. Reminds me of the old Tesla technology when he tried to have the electricity running through air. Prairie dog. Look at that prairie dog. Isn't he cute? I think he's eating a cactus. Bring it up, Steve. If you haven't cast a spell, he gets a 1/1. And for 5, if you would put 1 or more 1/1 counters on target creature goal, you put those many +1 instead. That's pretty expensive, but he's cute. Spinewood's Armadillo. Also, everyone's eating the cactus. Return the Favor. So we got some spree here. 2 red. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. Activate ability or triggered ability. Wow, it copies almost anything. New targets. Change the target spell with a single target. Wow. I think our red pre-release deck would be strong. Sandstorm Verge. Annie joins up. When Annie joins up, enters the battlefield, it does 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. If a triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, it triggers again. Wow. That's a hit. That's a nice card. Okay, black-white, Vanishing Verse. Exile target monocolored permanent for 2 only. That's pretty strong. Karam, a Violent Cacophony. He's a 2/3 flyer. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, he gets a 1/1 counter. This is our lands that do damage to our opponent. Enters tap, but 1 damage to target opponent. And we got a Desert's Dew. Common. I don't think we've seen a list card yet in either of our pre-release kits. There can be list cards in these packs as well. Vault Plunderer, Hard Bristle Bandit, Silver Deputy, Sterling Supplier, Explosive Derailment again. That would be in our pre... Hey, there's a bear! We got a bear druid. Howdy, bear. What's he got? He's selling snake oil. He's a grizzled genius, Doc Orlock. Spells you cast from your graveyard or from exile cost 2 less. Plotting cards from your hand cost 2 less. Oh, I gotta love the bear. Okay. Marauding Sphinx. There's Miriam again. Oh, we've got lots of vampires in this, more than I thought there'd be. Vampire Rogue. Whenever you commit a crime, you put a 1/1 counter on him. And only once each turn. As long as Vladimir has 4 more 1/1 counters, he has Menace and Lifelink. Pretty good to get her early. He's a 2/2 for 2. So that's pretty good. Ooh, Grand Abolisher reprint. There it is. From the vault. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifact, creatures, and enchantments. Huge. Nice hit. So maybe that would go in a red-white deck. Hypothesizzle. Draw 2 cards, then you may discard a non-land card. When you do, it deals 4 damage to target creature. And the Steed we've seen earlier. When it gets mounted, when it gets saddled, I believe it you get a 3/3 white angel. There's that full out forest. You see the forest mana symbol hidden in there? And a human warrior is our token. Okay, our last pack. We know we're strong in red. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What would be our second color if this was your pre-release deck? Oh, cool. Pretty trippy. Pillage the Bog art card. A Drover Grizzly, Rooftop Assassin, Stop Cold, Wanted Griffin, Outlaws Fury, Deadeye Duelist. Those would go in our red deck we're making for pre-release. Sterling Keykeeper. Brimstone Roundup. Another nice red card for us. We need something in creatures. We're getting a lot of red sorceries, so I think maybe red-white. Unscrupulous Contractor. Lava Spur Boots. Equip creature gets +1/+0 in haste and ward 1. Equip 1. Pretty good. Another Botanical Sanctum. That was in our first pack we opened, our first pre-release box. We got the Sanctum. Hindering Light. Counter target spell that targets you or a permanent you control, and then draw. What's that? Irascribble Wolverine. Irascribble. Enters the battlefield. Exile the top card of your library. In turn, you may play that card. And he has Plot. and there's a dual land in common, so 2 foil commons. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. What are we going with? What are we putting with red here? Something probably creature strong, maybe some white, especially with that Grand Abolisher. Yeah, I hope you had fun watching. Get your LGS. Enjoy your pre-release with friends and your community. Yeah, so there's all our red. There's that Grand Abolisher looking nice. Everything's available on our site, tabletopgiant.ca. Thanks, Wizards, for the early open. Everything's been spoiled, so everything will be available this Friday coming, singles and sealed. So www.tabletopgiant.ca. We'd love to have you. Take care and enjoy your week, and see you at pre-release. Take care.